seconds goes fast, y'all.
It does.
I got so into that groove. I was like dancing. You're not such a good idea, but I'm pulling for it. My friends wouldn't give us a green light, but I'm gonna floor it. When you call me after midnight, I want you more than I should. Then you stop by, trying to act like you were just in the neighborhood. What'll I do? What'll I do? What'll I do about you, about you? What'll I do? What'll I do? What'll I do about you, about you, about you? You're gonna be a poet, or maybe a chef. Yeah, you're pretty and you know it, and not a safe bet. Well, I can see you just got a tattoo. Is that supposed to be Van Gogh? You wanna stay here, cause your rent's due something like 3 months ago. What'll I do? What'll I do? What'll I do about you, about you? What'll I do? What'll I do? What'll I do about you, about you, about you? What'll I do? I'm in trouble now. What'll I do? I'm in deep and I don't want out. What'll I know better? I know better to run, but I don't know how. What'll I do? I'm in trouble now. What'll I do? What'll I do? What'll I do about you, about you? What'll I do? What'll I do? What'll I do about you, about you? What'll I do? What'll I do? What'll I do about you, about you, about you, about you? Yay! Go team! Hi there! Hi Jorge! Hi Nick! Hi Emmanuel! Hi Trina! Hi Rich! Hello everyone in the chat! Hello! Thank you guys for telling us where you're from and for tuning in the first place. We are Nobody's Girl. We're a songwriter trio from Austin, Texas, and we are playing shows together the first Friday of every month, which if you look at your calendar is today. Right now, in fact. Very exciting. So we have a lot more tunes for you. We're gonna play some holiday music. We have an incredibly special guest who you maybe got a little sneak peek of during the first part of that song because we left her on screen. Chris Matthews is gonna blow your mind in a little bit. But first, the wonderful Ms. Grace Pettis is going to kick things off for us. Are you ready, Miss Grace?
I was born ready.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't think that's true.
Welcome, my dear. Queen City, 20 miles west of the line. Meridian, Mississippi, where the beaten path unwinds. Leave your gold, your casseroles, your bottles of sweet red wine. Losing hand, your wedding band, polished to a shine. No matter what you're running from whichever road you've come, scattered in the sight of God. She had 14 babies, one unborn, gravestones new and worn, hills of roses, hills of thorns. No matter what you're running from whichever road you've come, pilgrims, children, want a mother's arms.
Are you guys waiting for me to tell a joke? Hello?
Oh. Let's see. Well, where are y'all all tuning in from? Hi, Thomas in Brooklyn. Hi, Shelly in New Jersey. Oh, tuning in from Colorado, Vicky. Great to see you. Ruth in Georgetown. Not that far away, but so far away. Hi, Vern in Houston. We wish we could be with you at the Duck. Oh, it's so great to see you guys here. Hi, Charlie. I'm so glad the cats are singing along. I'm sure that's very beautiful. Shelly up in Portland. Hey, Dawn. Joseph, Jorge. Thanks, guys, for being here with us. We are so glad to see you. Trina, do not encourage her. I mean, you can encourage her, just not at that, okay? All right. Except, you know what? Real quick, I am not Grace Pettis. I'm not Rebecca Loby. I am Betty Sue. Right here, this is how high we watched it rise. Right here, here's the water line. 3 coats still show. Right here, we lost it one drop at a time. No storm, no surge, no big warning sign. 10 years, right here. Never survive this. Everything rises. Well, this is not where I thought I'd be by now. This is nowhere. Passion moved out. The end run. Damage done. Never survive this. Everything rises. We stood on the rafters. A natural disaster. The wreckage of happily ever after. Right here, this is how high we watched it rise. Right here, here's the waterline. All right, thanks. Oh, some more of you chiming in. Olin from South Carolina. Boy, great to see you guys. And if you guys have any questions, we always have Q&A every time we do one of these NBG TV shows. So if you've got some fun questions for us, feel free to ask them. They can be anything. Anything. We mean it. Anything. Okay? Well, I'm going to go ahead and pass it off to my dear friend Rebecca. Rebecca, you are muted and I cannot unmute you.
Whatever. I was saying really smart, funny stuff, and you guys missed out, and now I can't remember what it was, so that moment's just gone forever. No, I was saying that, like Betty Sue said, y'all can ask us anything you want. So please don't be shy. Put some questions in the comments. And as you will see down below, the show tonight is free, but you're welcome to pay for it if you feel so compelled. Just head on over to wearenobodiesgirl.com/store and open up your virtual wallets, take a few bucks out of your wallet and put your wallet in the tip jar. That joke works better in person. All right. I'm going to play you guys a song that we all wrote together. This is, I think all the songs we've done so far, actually, are Nobody's Girl co-writes. And this is one of the first songs that we wrote for our new record. In fact, it's one of the first and last songs. It was one of the first ones we started and one of the last ones we finished. We rewrote 2 pivotal lines of it in the studio moments before we sung them. It's fun how that happens sometimes. Alarm clock's ringing and it's off to the races. Gotta make a decent breakfast, gotta find a parking space. And now the boss is in here early, gotta look him in the eye. Make it all look easy, never let him see me try. Just once in my life I wanna have too much to drink. For once in my life I wanna tell him what I think. Tongue between my teeth, taste of iron in my mouth. Iron in my mouth, can't let it out. I've got a tiger by the toe. Even if he hollers, won't let go. Won't let go. Even if he have got a tiger by the toe. Even if he hollers, won't let go. Won't let go. Even if he hollers. Never mind my neighbors and I've been here 7 years. If I died tonight, would anybody care? Wonder if my ex would answer. I don't wanna be alone. I could blow my life up just by picking up the phone. For once in my life, I wanna cut and run. For once in my life, I wanna have a little fun. If nobody can see me, no one's gonna know. No one's gonna know. No one's gonna know. I've got a tiger by the toe. Even if he hollers, won't let go. Won't let go. Even if he have got a tiger by the toe. Even if he hollers, won't let go. Won't let go. Even if he hollers, oh, go on. Go on. Oh, go on. Go on. So go on. Come on. So go on. I dare you. So go on. Make my day. Give me one more reason. I'm just one reason away. I've got a tiger by the toe. Even if he hollers, won't let go. Won't let go. Even if he hollers, I've got a tiger by the toe. Even if he hollers, won't let go. Won't let go. Even if he have got a tiger by the, I've got a tiger by the toe. Even if he hollers, won't let go. Even if he hollers, I've got a tiger by the toe. Even if he hollers, won't let go. Won't let go. Even if he hollers. Oh, I love singing that song. You know, it's funny how quickly we adapt to things. And I think that there are a lot of things I've adapted to during this COVID quarantine lockdown time, including, you know, eating at my home every night and sleeping in the same bed. I've gotten used to that. But I've also gotten used to singing that song Tiger, splitting it up with the other members of Nobody's Girl, where we each take a verse. And I kept thinking like, oh, am I supposed to pass it off now? And almost stopping. So that's kind of weird. Speaking of the members of Nobody's Girl, let's get those fantastic badass ladies back on screen. There you are.
Hi.
Hello.
Ooh.
Oh, boy.
Oh.
Well, Sorry. Got some weird thing hitting my leg. That's the nature of the glamour of the home studio, is that it is spacious, giant, and you never are running into things with the neck of your guitar.
Yeah, it's true.
So
Totally.
let's see. Do we have any Q&A coming in here? I actually there have been some questions, and Trina, our pal in Oklahoma, has just been she's
taken
on
a
it.
lot
She's
of
like,
them. Yeah.
actually, you can find that song Queen City on their first EP, and this is a very interesting take because Grace is singing lead, whereas on the EP it's Rebecca. And I'm like,
She's the
Trina,
fourth Nobody's Girl.
we love
She's
you.
the honorary.
You know what's great is that Trina, when I see her on Zoom, if I sing a Nobody's Girl song, she is singing along with the
That's
whole thing.
amazing.
She knows every word.
Yeah.
We love you, Trina.
Love you. Thank you.
I think we got a question from Dawn about where we got the idea for Fast Car for covering that song from.
That's a great
And
idea.
I guess I think it was me and Rebecca, because Betty Sue was on tour with somebody, and we'd never sung together. This was way before we tried writing together.
Yeah.
And Becca was like, we should just cover a song and record it with some iPhones. I've got some friends that do that, and we can put it out before we go on tour. Maybe it'll help, with the tour. What should we cover? And I was like, how about the Tracy Chapman song? Because I've always wanted to play that. And I think it'd be cool in 3-part, or maybe it was you that said it. I can't remember. One of us.
I just remember we were sitting at my kitchen table,
Yeah.
and that one of us said it, and the other was like, "Oh my god, I was
I've
going to say
always
that!"
wanted to do that.
It
Yeah,
was one of
it
those
was-
moments,
Yeah, it was.
And it's one of those
definitely
songs all of us know. It's just
yeah.
like in our marrow,
right.
Exactly.
deep down.
So there was really
Which are the
not-
best kind of songs to cover. Like even if you don't know
Yeah.
all the words, you know the shape of the song, so that it comes together with very little stress.
and you
which
can
is
mean it
ideal.
in an authentic way, because I think for all of us, we can sing that song and tap into it and find a way to connect with it.
Totally.
So yeah, it was just an easy fit, and we started singing it, and then we came up with a third part, and we just sent iPhone demos to Betty Sue, and she immediately was super excited about it too. And then we played it and sang it together for the first time the day that we recorded it.
Yeah, Betty Sue showed up in the studio with her third part, worked out to our 2 parts that we had made up together, and a fully
guitar
fleshed
part.
out electric guitar part. It was cool, great.
Great, cool.
Now we're a band.
Now we're a band. I know. Well, we still did.
We
Did
weren't
know
a
we were
band.
We weren't a band yet,
No.
but we were.
But we were all really relieved that we sounded good together.
It was
we didn't,
fun.
It's we were just 3 singers who were friends, but we didn't know that our voices would work,
Yeah,
together.
it doesn't always work.
Doesn't always
Yeah.
work. No. And it's kind of cool because we haven't covered a ton of songs, done a ton of covers in our time together, but we have done some that feel really great, and that whether or not we were as familiar with them beforehand as we were with Fast Car, they have all kind of become kind of adopted homes for us, and they feel very much like part of our band's DNA. And I think that's true too of the Christmas songs that we recorded, or the holiday songs. They're not really that necessarily about the holiday, but we kind of we spent time in the car. We were on tour, and we were in New England driving around, and it was colder there. It was getting cold there, even though it wasn't holiday time yet. It's just cold there basically 10 months out of the year. And we were like, okay, we should start thinking about what songs we want to record for maybe some holiday singles. And it was so fun to just sit there in the car, and whoever wasn't driving would just be pulling up song after song after song, and we would brainstorm together. And I think all 3 of us really feel like the ones that we ended up recording and released last winter feel like, to me anyway, now they feel just as much as home as that Tracy Chapman tune.
For sure. Yeah.
I really loved, we're going to launch into one of these for you in a second. I really loved the process of arranging this song with you guys. It was funny because the song was already written, had been written for many decades, and we all loved it. But when we sat down to write out our parts for it and figure out how we could perform this one as a group, it almost felt like a co-write. It felt like the same energy. Maybe it's because we were sitting in Betty Sue's living room and drinking tea, which is where we've written a lot of songs. But it just felt like we were
We've had
writing
many
in a
pots
way.
of tea together.
Well,
so
and
many
we wrote the melody for the B part, because that didn't exist.
Right.
Yeah, we did
So
tweak it
that
a
was
little
our
bit.
contribution to this immortal classic. We had the hubris to decide to improve on a Stevie Wonder song. I can't
And,
believe that, but we did.
And we'd kind of tossed around the idea of splitting up songs, splitting up the lead throughout songs. Like we'd tossed that idea around a lot of times before, but we hadn't really tried it in earnest. And it was, I think, with this song that we realized it really worked, and all three of us were actually much happier doing songs that way.
That is true.
It was
That's
the
true. I
beginning
think it was
of
the song.
part of our band
Yeah.
identity, really.
Absolutely. I want to give a special shout out to Peter Stetter, who's tuned in from Germany. It must be the middle of the night out there. Thank you so much for watching, Peter. Charlie is defending the environment of New England. He
talk
says
is
it's
balmy.
balmy. It's a balmy 41 degrees.
Balmy.
All right. Someday at Christmas, men won't be boys, playing with bombs like kids play with toys. One warm December, our hearts will see a world where men are free. Someday at Christmas, there'll be no wars, when we have learned what Christmas is for, when we have found what life's really worth, there'll be peace on earth. Someday all our dreams will come to be. Someday in a world where men are free. Maybe not in time for you and me, but someday at Christmas time. Someday at Christmas we'll see a land with no hungry children, no empty hands. One happy morning people will share a world where people care. Someday at Christmas there'll be no tears. All men are equal and no men have fears. One shining moment, one prayer away from the world today. Someday all our dreams will come to be. Someday in a world where men are free. Maybe not in time for you and me, but someday at Christmas time. Someday at Christmas, man will not fail. Hate will be gone and love will prevail. Someday a new world that we can start with hope in every heart. Someday all our dreams will come to be. Someday in a world where men are free. Maybe not in time for you and me, but someday. Someday all our dreams will come to be. Someday in a world where men are free. Maybe not in time for you and me, but someday, someday, Christmas time. Yeah, and the crowd goes wild. Y'all, I want to tell you that now would be a great time if you're on Facebook to click the little share button, because things are about to get a little crazy
Things are
in
about
here.
to get awesome.
If you want to look cool to your friends, go ahead and share this show right now.
Yep, we
And
are.
why is that exactly?
We were about to bring up the one, the only Chris Matthews, who, for those of you outside of our fanatic folk community, is an up-and-coming rising superstar who is just coming off of recording her new record, Changemakers, raised a ton of money on Kickstarter. even in the middle of the pandemic. And that's going to be coming out in a couple months. There's some really great songs on it, songs that I love. I donated to it. My mom donated to it. And I think there might even be like time to get in on it still, right? Maybe we'll ask Chris in a minute. Is it over? Mm-hmm. But either way, you can pre-order it somehow, I'm sure. So, and if not, I think it's coming out in February. So we're all super excited about that. And without further ado, Chris Matthews.
That's my job. Sorry.
Hi, everybody.
I was like, where is she? Oh, right, I'm the button pusher.
Existential crisis averted. Hi.
Nice work. Nice work.
We're like 9 months into this thing. We're really getting the hang of it.
You know?
So good at it.
Thank you all so much for having me and introducing me to your awesome fans. I'm so excited to get to sing a couple songs for them tonight. So thanks for having me.
Oh my gosh, some schlub named Heather May is watching,
Oh, jeez.
saying, "Yeah, this makes me so happy."
Isn't that your stalker?
She is, yeah. Yeah, just all the time.
In case you
Everybody
guys
has
don't know, which everybody out there probably knows, but in case you don't know, Heather May is our hero. Like
Yeah.
all four of us.
She's pretty
She is our
great.
hero.
She's pretty great, yeah.
Incredible singer-songwriter.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I wish she was here so we could sing our pandemic power ballad, but she's out.
I know. What?
To hear it.
Yeah. It's okay. I'll try to hold it down on my own.
You know what? You're
It's a
so
lot of
awesome on
pressure,
your
but I'm
own.
gonna-
Forget
I'm
I
gonna
think
do my
you'll
best.
be fine.
Yeah, I'm going to try.
Forget that girl.
Well, Chris, for those who don't know, where are you coming to us from?
I'm actually in the nation's capital. I'm in Washington, D.C. right now. And, yeah, it is... I heard you guys talking about the cold, talking about it's 10 months out of the year it's cold in the Northeast. It's not that bad, but compared to Texas, yeah, it probably feels like that. So I figured I should sing some songs about the cold tonight. So I figure I'll keep it on theme. So I'm gonna sing
Sounds awesome.
one brand new Christmas song that I wrote, and then another song that I like that's actually about traveling in the cold. So
Oh my
Love
god.
it.
yeah.
Well, I feel like we should skedaddle because I'm just so
Yeah.
excited to hear you play.
All right.
So, goodbye.
Bye.
Fun.
So this first one that I'm going to do for you all is brand new. This is called Christmas Wish. And, you know, so many folks, for so many reasons, even outside of this year being as unexpectedly crazy as it is, Christmas can sometimes be a very difficult time. Some people don't get to spend it with their families for different reasons. Some people struggle with things like seasonal affective disorder and different type of mental illnesses, which make the holiday months very, very hard and tumultuous. And so I kind of wanted to sing a song for those folks to let them know that they're not alone and to hopefully help them feel seen. So this song is called Christmas Wish. Sometimes the gloom sets in so very deeply that even the holiday lights don't seem bright. Sometimes the wounds that we carry can completely consume or entomb us day and night. Fathers and mothers closing their doors to their children. When will they learn to love and not fear that which is different? And when all feel so lost, it's so hard to be of good cheer. For some, Christmas is the hardest time of the year. So may today be what you need just when you need it. May it mend your tattered heart and keep it beating. This wish I send to you, be you stranger or friend. May all your Christmases be merry once again. Sometimes it feels much harder than it ought to. Even smiling, even breathing is work. Sometimes the walls seem to cave in all around you, no matter how fine things just were. Neighbors and strangers suffering all the while silent. When will we learn to love and not fear that which is different? And when all feels so lost, it's so hard to be of good cheer. For some, Christmas is the hardest time of the year. So may today be what what you need just when you need it. May it mend your tattered heart and keep it beating. This wish I send to you, be you stranger or friend. May all your Christmases be merry once again. Sometimes the ghost of your past keeps you trapped there. Sometimes the future haunts your right now. Sometimes the shadows you cast are just unpacked fears. And sometimes life lets you down. A small act of kindness can be a life-changing event. When we all learn to love, not fear that which is different. 'Cause when it all feels so lost, it's so hard to be of good cheer. For some, Christmas is the hardest time of the year. So may today be what you need just when you need it. May it mend your tattered heart and keep it beating. This wish I send to you, be you stranger or friend. May all your Christmases be merry once again. May all your Christmases be merry once again. Yeah, you know, it's one of those things, you know, for me, I know I'm very lucky. The relationship that I have with my mom as a member of the LGBTQ community is not a thing that everybody in my community under my umbrella has. And so I definitely wanted to make sure that, like I said, so many folks, I think this year is going to be a hard Christmas for a lot of people just because we've been through so much this year collectively. And so I hope that song brings a little bit of comfort to folks. So this next one that I want to do for you is a song off of my album, The Imagineers. And this is one of those things, the songwriters, they'll know, you know, the danger of writing seasonal songs is that you only really get to sing them certain times of the year, which is hard, especially if you really like it. So I'm always, every year, really excited about the cold because that means I get to sing this song. So the song is called All Nighter.
I packed my bags to head to Nashville. You ask if I'll miss you, sweet baby, you know I will. Got one hand on the wheel and the other one on my review. Haven't even made it out of our neighborhood. I wanna call you, I wanna hear you. Winter always seems to be hard on us. No matter how many days I'm home, it's never quite enough, it's never quite enough. By the time I'm back, the first snow will be on the ground. We'll make the kind of promises only God can keep. Like I swear I'll never let you down, I'll always be around. The thing I love the most about winter is the cold, and how it always makes you reach for a warm embrace or a hand to hold. Like you and me by a fire, makes your light shine even brighter, makes the weight of the world just a little lighter. Let's make things right with a wintertime hold you tight all nighter. 30 miles to go and I'm running on fumes. Oh, but I'm not worried, honey, I would hitchhike so I could get back home to you. I got my foot on the gas and I'm doing about 75. I'm trying to shave off every minute I can, girl, 'cause it's after midnight and it's a weeknight. And winter's always so damn hard on us. No matter how many days I'm home, it's never quite enough, it's never quite enough. But tonight I just wanna rock you sweet and slow. Can we forget about tomorrow and yesterday? Can I show you how glad I am to finally be home? The thing I love the most about winter is the cold, how it always makes you reach for a warm embrace or a hand to hold. Like you and me by a fire, makes your light shine even brighter, makes the weight of the world just a little lighter. Let's make things right with a wintertime hold you tight all nighter. I
shine even brighter, makes the weight of the world just a little lighter. Let's make things right with a wintertime hold you tight all-nighter. Let's make things right with a wintertime hold you tight all-nighter. Hey, thanks so much. Thanks, everybody. Appreciate that.
Oh my gosh.
Brought somebody who wanted to tell you that you
Hey,
sound
look at
amazing,
that.
Chris. This is
So
Lola.
cute. The mascot.
Oh my gosh.
So adorable. Oh my gosh.
She's a real girl. She's a real dog, and she says, "Chris."
I should have sang my dog song. Man, next time. So cute.
All right.
She looks like a Muppet.
I know, she just
10
does
weeks
not
old.
look
She'll be
real.
11 weeks old on Sunday.
Nice.
I love her
Oh
so
my
much. And I just want to sit here and hold her for the rest of the show. So
Perfect.
somebody else can play guitar for me.
My dog Juice
Everybody's
is
just-
here where she always is. She's been around music her whole life. I've had her since she was 8 weeks old, and she's about 14 now. And she loves music. Like, as soon as music starts, she's like, "Here I am. You can begin now."
Yeah.
She's only been in the house for one other live stream I did. I did one a week ago, but she was outside during it, and apparently it's like 30 degrees outside, so she can't just like. So apparently
Stay
she
out
just
there,
has been
yeah.
sitting outside the door, like
So
wanting to
cute.
get in. So anyhow, she came in to say hi, and we're gonna let her go.
No.
She should probably go to bed. Here. Can I pass her to you?
Oh, no, no. Your little tail wagging.
Oh my gosh, so sweet.
This is what the whole rest of the night is gonna be, just us being like, "Oh man, dogs are the best. She's so cute."
I know. Now the show is ruined. She
Lola,
cannot go on.
come
Oh my gosh.
So cute.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, get out of here
Oh,
before someone
evil,
calls
evil,
PETA.
evil.
So cute.
We should just
Hey,
be like,
City Sessions in Bentonville.
every
Hi,
$20
guys.
Oh, yay.
Thanks for tuning in. Oh, we loved being in Bentonville. We had the best time
That was
there.
so much fun.
Awesome.
That was a great gig.
you guys, we should say something like every time anybody throws in a 20 or like a 50 in the tip jar, we'll bring Lola back out.
I'm not
That's
against
right.
it.
That's right. Don't be above it. You know, go
Yeah.
ahead. It's a pandemic. Musicians are out of work. It's fine.
People need to see puppies. I myself watch at least an hour of puppy videos on YouTube before I go to bed every night.
My whole life is a puppy video now. It's crazy.
Yeah. You actually live in the puppy channel.
You
Oh
do.
my gosh. Well,
Oh,
Well-
she makes me happy.
I'm really excited because there is a song. For those of you like Trina, the Trinas out there, you know that we put out 2 holiday songs, and we roped in Chris to make our song even better. I mean, it's not ours; it's a cover, but to make this even better, and we are super excited that she is joining us for it.
All right, y'all ready to do this?
Yeah.
Okay. Merry Christmas, baby. Oh, you sure did treat me nice. Merry Christmas, baby. Oh, you sure did treat me nice. Gave me a diamond ring for Christmas, baby. Now I'm living in paradise.
Well, I'm feeling mighty fine. Got good music on the radio. Well, I'm feeling mighty fine, Lord. I got good music on the radio. Well, I love to hug and kiss you, baby, while you're standing beneath the mistletoe. Santa came down the chimney about 3:30. Left all these presents that you see for me. Oh, Merry, Merry, Merry Christmas, baby. Yeah, you sure been good to me. And I haven't had a drink this evening, but I'm lit up like a Christmas tree.
this morning. Got good music on my radio. Hey baby, I'm feeling mighty fine this morning. Got good music on my radio. Ooh, I'd love to hug and kiss you, baby, while we're standing beneath the mistletoe. Santa came down the chimney about 3:30. Left all these presents that you see for me. Oh, Merry, Merry Christmas, baby. Well, you sure been good to me. Well, I haven't had a drink this evening, but I'm lit up like a Christmas tree. Well, I said I haven't had a single drink this evening, but I'm lit up like a Christmas tree. Ooh, Merry Christmas.
Oh my God, Chris. Why did we put you on first?
Yeah.
Terrible mistakes in life. You
I
know?
love that song so much. It was so cool to hear your version of it because I only ever heard Otis's version of it. So it was like super cool. It like made me get into a different groove. I loved it. I might have to add that to the repertoire now.
It's a fun one.
Yeah.
Grace has been covering it for years, I think.
I have, yeah,
nice.
with my band, because like we always do these corporate gigs, you know, everybody's kind of stuffy and they're all in blazers, they're all just like having their one drink and whatever and just kind of looking around. And then we play that song and just like all the corporate people just start like unconsciously just like kind of moving like, oh, you know, and then they loosen
My
up.
body's
and then the
just doing
party's-
this thing.
That's right.
all the suits, you know, so it's a good one for the parties.
That's awesome.
To make
Yeah.
the suits wiggle.
I
Yeah,
know
make
Grace
the suits
brought it with
wiggle.
this kind of cool blues rock kind of
Yeah,
feel.
it's so good. I love
to-
those 7 chords.
to the band, and then when the three of us took it on, we were like, we kind of felt it suddenly transformed into more of a New Orleans-y kind of.
I will say when I play it, I always relied heavily on my lead guitar player, bringing all the cool guitar chords, and so Betty Sue had to kind of help me improve those a bit.
Oh, you're doing great.
But yeah,
Awesome.
Well, Chris, it's been so wonderful having you tonight as
Yeah.
our guest. And
Thank
please,
you very
everyone, check her
much.
out on Patreon and, you know, get onto her website and her newsletter because
Yeah.
she is so incredibly good. And you're
Thanks.
going to want to see her again and again and again.
going places.
That's right. Yeah, absolutely. Well, thanks again. We might get a peek at you later on in the show, right?
All right.
Okay. Well, next up, we have got our very own Grace Pettis.
Well, something I was thinking about that really has nothing to do with the song I'm about to play, but I still want to say it, is whenever you guys were talking about Fast Car earlier, and just remembering playing that song on stage with Nobody's Girl, and every time I sing that song, I always looked over and looked at Rebecca next to me singing, and it always made me think of Rebecca and just being in her kitchen and kind of scheming and dreaming up our little trio tour. Because she's a star you can hitch your wagon to, you know what I mean? She's just got determination, and she's like, we're gonna go places. And that line in that song of you know, I got a plan, I'm gonna get us out of here, always makes me think of Rebecca Lovey, because I feel like she's always got a plan to get us out of here. So anyway, just thought I would share that for no reason. This is the song that my dad wrote with David Wilcox, and it is a Christmas song, and I am playing with my dad soon, so I thought I would bust this one out. I'm gonna take these headphones off. If it wasn't for the night, so cold this time of year, the stars
helpless in the straw. There would be no Christmas Day, and the night would just go on. So when it seems that death has won, buried deep beneath the snow, where the summer leaves have gone, the seed of hope will grow. And even then, somehow, in the bitter wind and cold, impossibly strong, I know, even then, a bloom as tender as a rose was breaking through the snow. In the dark night of the soul, in the dark night of the soul. If it wasn't for the night,
Well, I believe we are all going to take a turn at playing a holiday tune or two. So I'm going to pass this on to Miss Betty Sue now.
OMG, you guys, I'm so happy to be here with you at the coldest time of the year. For some of you, for some of us down here in Texas, usually our coldest month is like, our coldest time is kind of late January, early February. But that doesn't mean that if you grow up in Texas that you don't pretend that it's full-fledged winter in December. You totally do. And if you're a kid growing up in Texas, just like probably any late Gen Xers, I don't know, early millennials, whatever, we all probably grew up with this one really obnoxious record that our parents regretted buying the day that they brought it home. And we were joking about this song the other day when the three of us were having a little meeting online. And then I was like, you know what? That's a song I know by heart. I'm going to do it. Christmas, Christmas time is here. Time for toys and time for cheer. We've been good, but we can't last. Hurry, Christmas, hurry fast. Want a plane that loops the loop. Me, I want a hula hoop. We can hardly stand away. Please, Christmas, don't be late. That's the part where Dave goes, Simon, that was very good. Thank you. Theodore, that was very good. I know. Alvin, you were a little flat. Alvin, Alvin, Alvin. And all of the kids would sing along with that and scream along with that on the record, and the parents would go, why did I buy this record? Why? Want a plane that loops the loop. I still want a hula hoop. We can hardly stand the wait. Please, Christmas, All right, and probably for something much more serious and beautiful, I now pass the torch to Rebecca.
I cannot even describe how much I loved that. Wow. I don't think I had ever heard that song in that octave before. That was really cool. I'm gonna play y'all a song that I started humming for no reason at all in early October. I hadn't heard it in years, maybe. And I started singing it, and I was like, wait, that's sort of tangentially a Christmas song. So I decided to work this one up for the holidays. You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. You really are a heel. You're as cuddly as a cactus. You're as charming as an eel, Mr. Grinch. You're a bad banana with a greasy black peel. You're a monster, Mr. Grinch. Your heart's an empty hole. Your brain is full of spiders. You've got garlic in your soul, Mr. Grinch. You're a foul one, Mr. Grinch. You're a nasty, wasty skunk. Your heart is full of unwashed socks. Your brain is full of gunk, Mr. Grinch. The 3 words that best describe you are as follows, and I quote: stink, stank, stunk. You're a vile one, Mr. Grinch. You have termites in your smile. You have all the tender sweetness of a seasick crocodile, Mr. Grinch. Given the choice between you, I'd take the seasick crocodile. Yes, I would. Hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more. You're a rider, Mr. Grinch. You're the king of sinful sights. Your heart's a dead tomato splotch with moldy purple spots, Mr. Grinch. Your soul is an appalling dump heap, overflowing with the most disgraceful assortment of deplorable rubbish imaginable. Mangled up and tangled up knots. You nauseate me, Mr. Grinch, with a nos, you super nos. You're a crooked jerky jockey and you drive a crooked horse, Mr. Grinch. You're a 3-decker sauerkraut and toadstool sandwich with arsenic sauce. What do you say? All right, you guys. That was fun. That is fun for me. Thank you so much for indulging me. Thank you guys so much for all of your voluntary payments for this show. I really think, everybody's Spotify numbers are starting to circulate. Everyone's talking about how many spins their music got throughout the course of the year, and that's really exciting. But then there are also all of these memes, that's what I call memes, all these memes going around that remind everyone that it takes like 269 Spotify spins to make $1 and like 15,000 to, like spins, or 15, I don't know, million spins, a million billion spins to like make a decent hourly wage playing music. And obviously, if we were all in it for the hourly wage, we'd probably be doing something else. But it's just a good reminder that something that I've believed for a long time is true, which is that music is free now. It is paid for by the people who choose to show up and by the people who choose to pay for it. And that's you guys. So thank you guys so much for your generosity. We see you. We appreciate you. And if you are not in a position to contribute financially right now, you being here, you clapping, you having your super fantastic supportive emoji game going on in the comments, it's all part of the ecosystem. Keeps things moving. We appreciate you very much. And now I'm going to pass it along to the reddest, headest member of our group, the one, the only, the fantastic Ms. Grace Pettis.
Yeah. Well, before I play this song, I will start with another non sequitur. Betty Sue has just released a planner called the Work Play Everyday Planner, and it is a productivity helper for the creatively inclined. I have already purchased my copy for 2021, and you can buy yours at workplayeveryday.com. And I am pushing it so she doesn't have to, but seriously, it's legit. It's really a good planner, and if you go check it out, you'll see why. And that has nothing to do with the song that we wrote. But I'm really proud of this song. This is going to be on our new record. It's called Birthright.
Number one mom, handing out water on the sidelines to the team. Right there, yelling in the bleachers when they crown my sister queen. Right there in every photo online I've ever seen. Number one mom for her new family, but left me when I was 3. And what do you do? What do you do with that? My dad put his father's bronze star in a case on the nightstand. Most of what his daddy gave him was the back of his hand. He was a war hero and a real fair boss and a church-going man. The bruises fade, but it never stops hurting where the punches land. And what do you do? What do you do with that? With that right beneath the surface, you just started to scratch those answers to the questions you don't know how to ask yourself. How do you carry what you can't give back? Oh, you've inherited after the fact. What do you do? Your family came to this country in chains, to a land that didn't care where they were from and that tried to erase their names. And my family still lives on the land we bought with blood and pain. start asking, what do we tell them? How do we explain that right beneath the surface you just started to scratch those answers to the questions you don't know how to ask yourself? How do you carry what you can't give back? Oh, you've inherited after the fact. What do you do? What do you do with that?
Yeah. So, at this point, I am going to pass the baton to the lovely Betty Sue. Oh, I think you're muted there, bud.
I was just typing in the comments that I remember how sober the mood was when we were writing that song, and just all the, one of the great things about songwriting and about co-writing especially with people is that there are so many personal things that you share, sometimes with great friends like Rebecca and Grace are to me, but sometimes you're co-writing with somebody you don't even know, and you'll end up sharing these deeply personal experiences and memories and struggles, because you just suddenly enter this room of trust. Like, you enter this room together, you sit at this table or you sit on this couch or whatever, and all of a sudden you're in this very deep trust with each other, and it kind of requires that a lot of times before you can unlock a song that becomes meaningful to both of you and that you hope is going to be meaningful to other people. And I just remember that song was one of those that was birthed from this connection of a lot of generational hurt and harm and regret and hope, kind of all intermingled. And similarly, when the three of us were in Ireland at Grace's mom's place, Rick and Meg, oh my gosh, such angels, and they must have spent like $400 on cheese for us, because they just kept refilling their refrigerator with like the most delicious cheeses you've ever had in your life. But we were sitting there, and I think some of you have heard the story, but we were looking out the window, this like beautiful giant, 3-paned kind of bay window, and looking out on the verdant lawn in Ireland. And the ground in Ireland is like cushiony. It's like the whole country, the whole island has like this carpet padding underneath all of its grass. So when you walk, it just like comes and rises to meet your feet and then cushions your fall with each step. And we're looking at this kind of loamy beauty, and thought about, this incredible sacrifice that parents have, which none of the three of us are parents, but this idea that your success as a parent is to say, go and don't feel like you have to return. And what a selfless, beautiful thing that is. And so anyway, that was part of the genesis of this.
First you learn to breathe. Nobody has to teach you. Then you learn to walk. Now nobody can reach you. Where you run into? Does ivy need to climb? Is it just her custom to leave the ground behind, lingering and
wings into the morning. Where'd you leave your nest? Did you wing off without warning? Where are you running to? Where are you running to? Run wild, run free, run to where you need to be. Maybe one day you'll run home to me. The tide's gone rushing now, and the bumblebees returning. Geese are flying south. April skies are storming. Where are you running to? Run wild, run free, run to where you need to be. Maybe one day you'll run home to me. We are so grateful to The Point Entertainment. They put on a great show for us when we were in Pennsylvania, back when we could go to places like Pennsylvania. And they let us open for a band that was part of all of our youth, 10,000 Maniacs, which was an insanely cool show for us. And we are so grateful that Jesse and Point have decided to put us on again and agreed to give you this virtual concert on their page. We really appreciate it. And somebody who has had a very, very long relationship with Jesse and the Point, and we are so grateful that she introduced us to her friend, is my bandmate Rebecca. Oh, I had switched to you, sorry.
Sorry, everybody. Surprise. God, I'm just in a trance. That was so pretty. Think about the loamy ground in Ireland, and then the big, crazy, screaming, loud night of yelling Gen Xers at the show for 10,000 Maniacs. I almost took 5,000 Maniacs away from them. That whole thing was really fun. And it was fun hearing Grace play Birthright and Betty Sue play Lark, and I knew that I'm playing you guys another song from our brand new record, which in the alternate universe was supposed to have come out in July of this year, and we're very lucky to work with a really wonderful record label here in Texas called Lucky Hound Music that is really accommodating and has been really sweet about like rolling with the punches. And they really wanted people to hear our record and wanted us to be able to tour with the record, or at least have a better shot of being able to tour with the record. Who knows what next year is going to look like. But the release has been postponed till late July, which means that this will probably be the longest album pre-order period of all time. But the album is available for pre-order on our website, which is wearenobodiesgirl.com/store. And when the record comes out, at long last, we are just so excited to get back together and to get to play these songs with harmony and to just really dig in. So anyhow, I'm going to play you guys another tune from our upcoming album. This is another song, I think, except for the covers, all the songs we've done tonight have been songs that we've all three written together, which is such a fun thing about this band. Especially someone who's, don't tell Grace and Betty Sue, a little co-write phobic like I am. I've done it before, but it always makes me nervous. So if you had told me that I would start a band where every song we did was a three-way co-write, I probably wouldn't have believed you, but here we are. But it is really fun writing with those ladies.
I saw your face in the stars last night, shining down from a clear black sky. Colorado turned out the lights. 1,000 miles from California sand, 1,000 more to the Blue Ridge Mountains, all in the cradle of your weary hands. Staring at the great divide, staring at the great divide, staring at the great divide, looking to the left, looking to the right. Cardboard city full of government tents, kids trying to sleep over subway vents, keeping watch over cold cement. No, voting North Dakota with a native ID. Churches shot Philly, Jersey, Kansas, Tennessee. We're all waking up to the same lost dream. Staring at the great divide, staring at the great divide, staring at the great divide, looking to the left, looking to the right. Is there a sign on your neighbor's lawn who makes you wonder how we went so wrong? Show me a sign we can all get on. Saw a man quilt an 8-foot flag with just his hands and a pile of rags. Sometimes all we need is what we have. Staring at the great divide, staring at the great divide, staring at the great divide, looking to the left, looking to the right. I only see what I can see, feeling small and not that free. 'Cause from where I stand, this doesn't look like the promised land. Staring at the great divide, staring at the great divide, staring at the great divide. 'Cause from where I stand, this could still be the promised land.
So good.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for writing those tunes with me, with us, each other. Thanks for making me a little less scared of co-writing. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, I'm so glad you actually, I'm so glad that you at the beginning didn't admit your
No, I kept it a big
co-writing
secret.
fears.
Yeah.
And I wanted to be not afraid of it. And I feel like the best way to overcome your fears is to just do it and convince yourself you're not scared. So, exactly.
Pretend you're not. Yeah. You're really good at that. None of us caught on.
Well, we're
well.
like, sure. We're nearing the end of the show, but we thought that perhaps, since we're going to miss you so much for the rest of the year, we would take a moment to share where we're going to be before the next Nobody's Girl show. We're going to call this a quick plug round. Plug round, it's a plug round. We'll make a theme song for next month. Yes.
Plug it
Grace has
in,
already
plug
done
it
it.
in.
So why don't we start with the most important
That's the
plug of
Glade.
all, that of our very special guest, the one and
But
only,
it's fine.
wondrous, fantastic Chris Matthews. Where can we find you, Chris?
Thanks so much.
Plug something.
Okay, so I will, on January 16th, I'm doing a virtual presentation of this special program that I do called Songs on Why We Can't Wait, which is a pairing of my social justice music with excerpts of Dr. King's book, Why We Can't Wait. And so I'm doing a special virtual presentation of that program. So yeah, come on over to my Facebook page. You can get all the deets about that. It's going to be on Crowdcast. So yeah.
January
Get, a little hope
16th,
and
writing
love.
that down. Circling it. Got it.
Awesome.
That sounds amazing.
Thanks.
Grace, what about you? What you up to?
Well, I was trying to look up the time that it starts to no avail before being called on.
Sorry.
No, it's totally cool. But next Thursday, I am playing with my dad, Pierce Pettis, and this is my next gig. I actually have several on the calendar, but weirdly. But this next one is Thursday the 10th at Blue Rock Studio in Wimberley, Texas, which is Billy Crockett's place, my former producer. And yeah, it's going to be really fun. It's like a father-daughter, extravaganza and Pettis Palooza. And we'll be doing that on the 10th. And it's webcast, I should say. You can watch it online. Sorry, I'm messing this up. But the Blue Rock experience is like the best virtual concert experience that there is. I'm not kidding about that. It actually is like the best. So if you're into that, or even if you're
After
not, you
this.
probably still like it.
The second
Yeah.
best. Thanks.
Second to this.
Right. Sure.
Jim Carroll's coming in saying that it's 7:30 start time for Blue Rock. So
Thank
if you
you,
wanna
Jim.
Mark
I
your
know.
calendar.
What would we do without you, Jim? Really, I
don't
feel
know.
like I could just look at your posts every morning and know if I have a show or not.
Exactly.
That is so true. My next thing is Wednesday on the 9th. I am playing a show that I call 10 Songs and a Lie. It starts at 8 p.m. Eastern, and throughout the night I'll be playing 10 songs and telling stories in between each one of them, and one of those stories is going to be a bald-faced lie, and at the end of the show, listeners can guess which story is untrue, and the first person to guess correctly will receive a prize from me. So if you're interested in that,
Nice.
tune in on
That sounds
YouTube
fun.
on Wednesday.
Grace, we might have a competitive advantage.
Yeah, that's true.
I have told my parents that they're disqualified from guessing. But maybe I should extend that to bandmates.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, just the band time, I feel like we qualify as your immediate family.
That is probably true, yeah.
It's about
I see you guys more than many members of my immediate family.
Yeah, I've definitely seen more of you than my family in many years.
Spent way too much time together.
What about you, Betty Sue? Where can we find ya?
Well, you guys know every Tuesday is my Betty Sue's Nobody's Happy Hour. And I do those on Zoom, and they're very, very fun. This week, I've got such a great guest. This coming Tuesday, I've got Ray Prim, who's going to join me on the Zoom. And we spin this, I had it out of the screen, but I'm going to show you. We spin this wheel, and it gives us things to do all night. So it really puts you on the spot and kind of shakes you off your game. Some guests, good friends of mine, I've asked them to come on the show, and they're like, I'm scared of the wheel. And then I twist their arm and they do it anyway. But Ray is totally brave and is going to face the wheel, so that's going to be fun.
That is so fun.
What are some of the things
what do some
on
of
the
those
wheel?
pie wedges say?
Okay,
So I can know in advance to say
there's-
no, I can't go.
There's,
done
I'm
this, and
busy
it
that
is
night,
terrifying.
whatever night it is.
there's Right Now, which means you make
Oh
up a
my
song on the
gosh.
spot.
I was like, I'm skipping that one, just so you know.
There's audience request cover that we don't know. So
Oh
like
my
the
gosh.
audience will put songs in the chat, and then the first one that you don't know, you just pull up the lyrics and make up a song. There's guilty pleasure cover. There's all kinds of fun stuff.
That
Very
is
cool.
so cool. I
Interpretive
love that.
dance, which actually you don't dance, the audience dances to your song. So you just play whatever you want, and the audience all dances. It's really fun.
Nice.
You're a genius.
When
Instant
I went
dance
on
party.
that
That's
show,
awesome.
I was really excited to play my guilty pleasure, and so when the thing didn't land on it, I just played it anyway because I was like,
Exactly.
I have to play this J-Lo song now.
Wait, which one, Grace? Which J-Lo song was it?
Love Don't Cost a Thing, obviously.
And she killed it. It was
Can we
amazing.
hear like just a little bit of that right now? Will you
Yeah,
give
but
us
wait,
a
did
verse?
you
Yeah,
include
give us
the
a
Ja
verse.
Rule rap part? Like, was the Ja Rule
No,
rap part included
no,
in the remix? No.
I
Okay.
feel like something bad would happen to me if I tried to do that. But it's like, hold on, I gotta get a better
Yeah.
beat. Hold on.
Right, dang, okay.
Yeah, all right.
Think I'm gonna spend your cash, I won't. Think I'm gonna I got my own. I can't remember the chords.
That's okay. I
Even
mean,
if
if
you
you
were broke, your love don't cost a thing. You're gonna buy your cash, I won't. You're gonna do I got my own. Even if you were broke, my love don't cost.
My finger just started wagging on its
You
own.
will admit.
It just took over.
Escalate. Da-da-da-da-da, so I can see the road thing. Da-da-da-da-da.
So
Yeah.
good.
She
That's
killed it.
awesome.
Oh
She
my
killed
god.
it. Everybody
So good.
flipped out. It was so good.
Yes.
The video to that song is really hilarious. I recommend all of you watch it.
Good times. Good times.
Oh well, guys, we are coming up on it. The witching hour.
I know.
I guess the most important thing we should say is, Chris, thank you so much for joining us.
Man, such a blast.
She's a jolly good fellow. She's a jolly
Thanks
good
so much.
fellow.
It's so good to get to hear all of you. Mostly, I said yes just so that I could listen to all of you
Aw.
sing songs. It's so good.
Oh,
Man, so talented
nice.
and amazing. Such a pleasure.
So good.
Well, we are going to bid you a most very fond farewell and set you free to do whatever it is you want to do for the rest of your evening. But thank you for joining us, and hope we
My
get to do
pleasure.
this again in person sometime.
Yeah.
Stay safe out there.
Bye.
Bye.
Mwah.
I
Dang,
have all
she's
these
good.
random finger puppets.
Oof.
Somebody
and,
said finger. Oh, Trina said finger puppets, and I was like, I can't resist.
Gosh,
That
huge
one's really
thanks
cute.
to
I
like
that one.
Trina and Jerry. Jerry's right. I was not a ballerina. Jerry was the winner of my trial run of 10 Songs and a Lie, and I
Oh,
put
so
his CDs
good.
in the mail today.
Yay.
And Andrew and John and Sabra, we see you out there. Just all of you guys. Some of you tune in every time. Some of you are here for the first time. Some of you are finding us from Point Entertainment, and that if that's the case, please absolutely follow us, Nobody's Girl, on all the things: Facebook, internet, Instagram, YouTube, wherever you can find us. And lastly, just big thanks to all of you guys who have thrown some money in the virtual tip jar tonight. We literally couldn't do this without you. So thank you. And if you haven't found it yet, it's right down there. And God, we just really appreciate y'all.
And check out our new store.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
We
Baseball
have
tees, onesies,
so many cool things
water
there.
bottles, baseball caps.
Still time for the holidays, y'all.
You can deck the whole family in boughs of Nobody's Girl.
God, why? What have I done to deserve this? So good. So good.
All right.
Well, we love Chris, and we just feel really lucky that she came dressed in her finest. Holy cow, she looks so sharp. Made us look like
Dapper.
schlubs. But she sounds so amazing. You guys go check out those links we posted. You guys should watch her crowdcast and support her on Patreon. Patreon is so important for artists, so we are so glad that she's on there. Well, this was a song that, like so many of our songs, was birthed in my living room. And this one was a really fun co-write, I think. So hopefully there's a touchstone for each of you out there in this. I am starting this, right?
Yeah.
I suddenly had this fear that I was doing it wrong. Okay.
Yeah.
You are now. There was a confused look, and I was like,
No, I think we're all just remembering what we're supposed to do.
that high school looked like prison. Glazed eyes just trying to fit in. Slow dancing, sloppy kissing. You did your time. You didn't know what you
anymore.
Framed on your mother's mantle is a you they all can handle. Out here is such a scandal. Now you're on your own. Grown, you can hold a candle to the kid in light blue flannel. But now you watch a different channel than the folks at home. You've seen the curtain fall, nothing back there after all.
You ain't in Kansas anymore. Nothing's the same as it was before. You're such a long way gone. Can't click your heels and go home again, baby. And one thing's for sure, you ain't in Kansas anymore.
Courage and heart, heart and mind, and all of the truths inside of you, you needed to find. You ain't in Kansas anymore. Nothing's the same as it was before. You're such a long way gone. Can't click your heels and go home.
You ain't in Kansas anymore. Nothing's the same as it was before. You're such a long way gone. Can't click your heels and go home again, baby. And one thing's for sure, you ain't in Kansas anymore.
We're so goofy.
No. Oh my gosh. No, we're super cool.
I think that the first time we're actually on stage all singing in harmony together, I might just like pass out. Just like get just drunk on the excitement of it. Just like the flood of emotion will maybe be too much.
I know. It's like,
I know.
It's gonna be fun. We're gonna get there.
It's gonna be good.
We're marching towards it. Well, guys, this was fun.
it was fun.
Yeah,
It was fun.
it was good. Thus ends the last show of Nobody's Girls 2020 performance year.
The Panpocalypse year.
The Panpocalypse. Yeah. Good riddance. Am I right, guys?
You know,
Yeah.
on to
and
bigger
our,
and
our
better
next
things.
show of the brand new year, shiny
New and
new
improved.
year, new and improved 2021, is a show in partnership with Club Passim, which is a fabulous little club in Cambridge that we miss very much, with our very good friend Liz Longley.
Yay!
Superstar Liz Longley joins us on January the 8th, and this is important. Technically, it's not the first Friday of January. It is technically the second Friday of January, but that's because I think the first Friday is like New
January
Year's.
1st.
Yeah. So we were like, we're not
That one
going to
doesn't count.
compete with the exhilaration everyone will be feeling about a new year. So
With
we'll
hangovers.
just-
We're not going to
yes.
compete with hangovers.
We don't want to do that. So we're just going to move it on to January 8th. So it'll be the second Friday of January, January the 8th.
Yeah. The first for real Friday.
First for real Friday.
Exactly.
When 2020 is hindsight,
Yes.
let it happen. Well, thanks again to The Point. Thanks to everybody for tuning in to NBG TV. We really appreciate having you guys here with us.
Yeah.
And thanks to my bandmates for sticking out this year together.
I never
you
know which
guys.
way to look.
Appreciate
Okay,
you.
this way. Yeah,
Love you
back
guys
at
so
ya.
much. Thank
Love you
you.
guys.
Good night, everybody.